Hello and welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Animals and Pets with Partho. Today I am going to introduce you to a very special personality, Mr. Rajiv Chaudhary of Ghaziabad. He is a legendary figure in the world of animals and pets. I have known Rajiv for over 30 years now, and he has always been a very ardent German Shepherd fancier. The German Shepherd people in this country, in fact, all over the world, they consider themselves a very special group of people who admire the most special dog. The German Shepherd dog, which is the GSD, the short form, they even interpret it as God's special dog. So the German Shepherd community in this country, like everywhere else in the world, have existed in strong numbers, and ever since my childhood I have seen German Shepherd as the most popular breed in India. Of course, over time and in recently the last 2 decades or so, we've seen that the Labradors have taken a momentum, and they would be the most popular breeds in this country because they're not only easy care dogs, easy to breed, and very docile in temperament, and they gel very well in small spaces because they're not very hyperactive. They tend to become quite lazy in small places, but still they have overtaken the German Shepherds in this country as far as popularity is concerned. But German Shepherds still remain the topmost sought out breed in India even today. And the German Shepherd people believe in importing their own German Shepherds, mainly the big ones, the big exhibitors, and they believe in importing their own German Shepherds from different parts of Europe. The German Shepherds, of course, are the most expensive, and until very recently, Rajiv claims that he is the only person to have imported a VA dog. VA means excellent select in Germany. A VA dog from Germany called Venze Toro. But from many years ago, for the last 40 or more years, I have seen that numerous people have been going to Germany every year for Sieger shows, and they have imported some fabulous dogs over the years. We have seen some of the greatest legendary dogs that have won multiple Best in Shows Dog of the Year and things like that, and they were just gorgeous animals. But anyway, as you will see as the video goes on, you will see Venze Toro in movement, and also his bite work and other things owned by Rajiv Chaudhary. Rajiv, as I told you, I know him for over 30 years now, has always, from his very younger days, always dreamt to have the topmost German Shepherd at some point of time in this country. And he's worked hard over these years, but he determined, and his determination finally paid off, because there were a lot of people who were into German Shepherds in very big way. Many have, of course, left the fancy, or are not very much active today. But Rajiv, as he had his age to his side, he's still not really very old, but he is now owns the one and only VA dog ever to come from Germany, Venze Toro. And Toro actually happened to be a VA in Holland, Belgium, Spain, and of course Germany. Most people, German Shepherd fanciers, try to import dogs from VAs from different countries in Europe, because German VAs are expensive. So say they just wander away to Serbia and other places all over, where they get good VA dogs much cheaper than what it is in Germany. But anyway, that was an obsession that Rajiv always had in mind, to own a VA from Germany, and he has achieved that. As you see, all these bulls that you see now, they are of fantastic breeds called Sahiwal, Holsteins, Jerseys, Geese, Red Sindhis, and all the rest. Then you have so many varieties of goats called the Barbari, the Jamnapuri, the Totapuri, and many others. Of course, he has also Marwari horses. And sort of these breeds, all these gifted. India has been gifted with an enormous variety of indigenous varieties of domestic animals. From, as I was mentioning, the varieties of goats, they go endlessly. There are other, they've got Chirois, then they've got the Black Bengal, which is also very famous internationally. And I can tell you an incident when I was in the Philippines, and there some people asked me about the Black Bengal, and I was quite taken aback. Of course, then they went on to say that there are small black, mostly black colored, but there are of course different colors in that nowadays. But the size is small, and they mostly feed on grass land, and that's all they have for food. So, and they said that these small little goats, they are don't have so much of fat, and so that is why it's healthy meat for people who are advised against consuming a lot of fat. But anyway, I was not really aware that Black Bengal was so popular in other countries, unless someone came up and told me about it. Now, there are so many other varieties of bulls and buffaloes for sports, for running, for endless varieties. But I don't know. Means if we do not actually take notice of them, and we do not make an effort to preserve them, I'm sure over time most of these breeds will vanish. Many must have already been extinct. Like in the case of dogs, I know that a lot of breeds have become extinct that originally was very much popular in the British era. I can tell you one such breed which was there in India called the Sarail Hound. Of course, that place is now gone under Bangladesh, but that was only recently. But that breed has more or less has been over and done with. But I searched the internet and I was able to find a family who've been in Bangladesh, who've been keeping Sarails for several generations. So, in small pockets they may be still there, but unless people make an effort to maintain and revive all the, diminishing numbers in this different breeds of indigenous animals that have once been the jewels in the animal world in India. Well, I can tell you, that's my interest, because animals and pets have always been my interest, not only domesticated but wild also, but we're talking about animals and pets, the domestic ones at this point of time. And I'm talking of farm animals also, primarily because I was in England, and there also I was going to different parks, or zoos, and all the rest, I just happened to go to one Adam Henson's Cotswold Farm Park. That's a wonderful park with all varieties of British bred animals, farm animals. Means you could see even different varieties of chickens, then you would see some ponies, and then you would see a lot of varieties of sheep and goat, and then you would see rabbits, of course, and then pigs, whatnot. Means it's all there, and ducks. They're all British bred, and they're being preserved. And not only that, they've been propagated. And that farm park if you have to, of course, buy a ticket to enter. So that actually funds the park. Once you enter, there's a eating place where people actually visit that place for the day with the children, and the children can go there and have fun with the animals. They can even play with them in some of the animals. They have a counter where they sell young ones which are bred in the farm. And so children, if the parents, if they can convince their parents, they of course take back some little farm animals with them. Maybe some chooks, maybe some rabbits or guinea pigs or ducks or whatever. So it's such a wonderful idea, and is so well visited and supported, because even if you have such parks in India, in all the bigger cities, it's an idea that one can take. It will be a good tourist attraction. At least in tourist places, this will do exceedingly well, because people go to tourist places to see what is around, and they have a lot of time in the world, so they wouldn't mind a couple of hours of visit to a farm park where the children can have fun. So nowadays parents are so very conscious about sort of opening the horizon in front of their children, that they would love to take their children to get them educated with the animals and pets that are indigenous to this country. So I would suggest that some people might start and consider really starting such sort of farm parks in the model of Adam Henson's Courtwall Farm Park, and I'm sure they'll be successful. Just as I was searching through the net, I found even Prince Charles had been to that place, and all those celebrities and they also visit these parks, and they frequent these parks. They're so well supported. They really will make a wonderful day out for people here. It is, of course, you don't need elaborate permissions. You do not need permits, because they are all farm animals and they are all easily available. Of course, you can have to source them from different parts of the country and put them together in sort of a park with the sort of correct sort of habitat for them, and that's all. So it's not very difficult to take care. So it's people that I would suggest people to consider this. So Rajiv Chaudhary, as I was saying, as you can see, all his animals, his horses, his goats, his plenty, and there are he's a very rare personality which you will find anywhere in the world, with so much of varied interest in the field of animals and pets. And then on top of that, he started a very state-of-the-art semen bank for bulls. So he's got all the best bulls around, and he keeps them. He has got a big cattle shed where he maintains them, and then the semens that are collected from these bulls actually are preserved in nitrogen, and then after that they are of course available for purchase by other people who want to upgrade their stock of cattle, cows. They can impregnate them with this excellent quality and breeds of cows, which will of course yield higher results, and there'll be there'll be more milk that they can expect, because our local cows in many places, like I'll tell you of Bengal, the local breeds they only couple of liters of milk a day. But then if they use the semen from this high quality bulls, then of course the production of milk will go up a many-fold. you will see among the pictures there are some buffaloes. The buffaloes are the indigenously bred, the Murrah buffaloes of India, very famous, and they sort of produce about 30 liters of milk a day. So, all in all, the Rajiv Chaudhary here lives in a world in Ghaziabad where people are most welcome to go over and see his farm, his fantastic dogs, his goats, his sort of cement bank and whatever, and many of his horses that he owns. So that's his life, his animals, and Rajiv is definitely a legend in the world of animals in India. I'm sure there are many more, and I will bring to you many more great personalities who have been involved with, different varieties of animals. Some have excelled in horses, some have excelled in even breeding Marwari horses, or some excelled in breeding Kathiawadi horses, or some have excelled in different breeds of dogs, and they have also other animals and other things too. And most of them I would be very happy to interview them or talk about them in my channel, Animals and Pets with Partho. Today, I end for today, and please do subscribe to my channel, tap on the bell button, keep subscribing, and keep sharing, among animal lovers. I'm sure they will appreciate, and just wait for more interviews, more episodes on legends and all about different animals, exotic birds and things like that, which in India is a very they are very popular. But what we need to do is we need to recognize the the talents of these people and bring them under focus, so that more and more people can get involved and promote these indigenous breeds of animals and pets in this country, and of course the exotic and the imported ones, so that we are able to not only preserve them, but we are able to breed better and better animals in times to come.